Hi, everybody. This is meteorologist Sam Schreier, and we have an active day of weather coming our way. I'm sure you know about it. Blizzard warnings are in effect across northern El Paso County, up into Denver, up to the northeast side of town. Winter storm warnings in effect for Teller County. So let's talk about why this is such a big deal. Well, when you get blizzards, you get snow, you get wind, ruins visibility. And now, on top of everything, it's going to get cold. A general rule of thumb for this blizzard is it's going to range around 3 to 8 inches of 3 to 8 inches of snowfall. Thought we were getting information in there. And then it's going to have a ton of wind gusts in it as well. So let me break that down a bit more. The other thing we're watching is red flag warnings all over the place, everyone, from the southern plains all the way out to Springfield, Baca County. This is going to be a busy day to the winds, or with the winds, with fire danger. Also, it's not just that blizzard warning with the strong winds. It's everybody along and east of the interstates. So, again, tons and stuff to talk through. Now, what's happening is this Facebook Live. I'll take your questions into my ear. My producer, Tom, is going to feed them to me. Facebook only? No, I don't think we're going to be doing any questions? That's okay. Well, we're just going to talk about what we're going to expect. Dangerous wind and heavy snow is on the way. We're going to have rapidly falling temperatures as this storm system pulls into the region. It is going to turn life-threatening if you're stranded. Here's what I mean by that. We're going to have a lot of wind. We're going to have heavy snow, especially over Monument Hill, and temperatures will go down to wind chills in the teens, single digits or below, especially up towards Monument Hill. Some of the strongest winds are going to occur east of I-25, and that kind of leads us into what I wanted to show first. Now, towards noon, we know the winds are going to be still pretty strong out to the south. There's the reason that high wind warning and those red flag warnings are active generally along and south of Pueblo and I-25. To 3 o'clock, the winds shift out of the north. That is that front coming in, and then as we get over towards 5 and 6 o'clock, we are actually going to have still some incredibly strong wind gusts here. But in eastern El Paso County, through the overnight hours, that's where 60, 70, possibly even an isolated 80-mile-per-hour gust is going to come. And I want you all to keep in mind that this is still going to be as snow is falling. So it's the whiteout conditions we're kind of most concerned about, with the wind still really strong well into the evening hours. Your hour by hour, as we track this in our model, a lot of scattered showers and off and on little snow mixed in through in and around the mountains this morning, with more scattered showers that could kick out of the plains by noon. But what we're thinking is that as we get closer to the afternoon, we get this system to approach. Now, it starts to show up towards Monuments first around 2 o'clock, 2 to 2:30. By 3, it's starting to change over to a snow in Monument Hill, spreading in towards Briargate. By 4 o'clock, it's probably a snow with maybe some rain mixed in Briargate. But by 4, I think it's going to be nasty and heavy snow over Monument Hill, with rain scattered down from Springs to Pueblo. Now, this system will dive south. It will drive rain down the interstate back into Canyon City. Snow in the southern mountains, in the mountains in Fremont County, heavy snow in Teller County. But the worst of it's going to be in northern El Paso County, because it'll be combined with the wind. But by 5 to 6, we should have blizzard-like conditions over downtown, but you'll probably be driving on wet pavement since the snow is not really going to collect downtown. That's mostly up north. Now, as we get towards 8 o'clock, that snow dives south, and we're now starting to track a lot heavier snowfall to the Raton Mesa area. So snow totals between Walsenburg and Trinidad are going to go up compared to what you saw this morning. We're all going to see snow tonight, although just so much less in between Colorado Springs and Pueblo. This is 12 a.m. still snowing, and notice it starts to get out of the way towards early Thursday morning. So our accumulations, some of the stuff I've changed is actually the southern I-25 corridor. On that wider map, I have it 1 to 3 inches. I'm now thinking about 2 to 5 inches down there. Monument Hill still around 4 to 8. But let's dive in a bit more local. So snow expectations from Woodland Park out towards Monument Hill, Black Forest, are already looking like they're going to be pretty hefty. Now, the snow is still coming in. If we do have a camera, we can go ahead and take a look out towards the mountains, and this would have been at 9:14, 9:15 this morning. Pretty good snow falling over by Vail. And then the other thing we were going to show was Lookout Mountain, too. This just, again, tells us what is coming down the pipe. This is some pretty heavy snow out at Vail, but with the road temperature even on I-70 as warm as it is, it's going to take a while before that turns bad. Even though this is what's going to fall as snow, it's the wind that is by far the biggest problem from this system. It will be driving across the city, creating visibility issues and making any drive, in particular out to Falcon or Callahan, extremely difficult through the evening hours. Now in Pueblo, eventually tonight will turn this into a snow, but you're barely going to see any, and it's actually just going to be more of a wind-driven event. It's going to be blowing snow late tonight that'll make it difficult to drive, and we're actually going to get some decent accumulation up to the wet mountains. In the southern I-25 corridor, about 1 to 3 inches just south of Colorado City, but now snow totals look a lot better as you get towards Walsenburg, Aguilar into Trinidad, somewhere between 2 to 5 inches, a little bit less out to the plains. Finally, speaking of the plains, your snow totals generally have that 1 inch look or a trace to an inch look, but even this light snow comes with a very heavy driving wind. There will be a lot for us to track through this storm. Remember, snow totals are going to change really rapidly over the city, so we'll track it as we go.